So, Alex, Benay, can you name one lesson or idea from abroad that's helped you or your colleagues?
Yeah, we've had a really good collaboration with the Estonian government. And X Roads for us, we've been able to bring some of the original creators of X Roads into Canada and actually work with them to create our own digital exchange platform. So X Roads, Estonia, all the stuff they've been doing. Thank you very much for that.
Great. And are there any projects or innovations from Canada that might be useful to your peers overseas?
Yeah, I think we've shown that we could do the AI thing. Beyond talking, we could do the vendor list. We've got our values framework cleared up. We've got directions. We've got algorithmic impact assessment tools being used by other countries already. We've got training, and we've shown that how we could sort of do it in a box, and do it sort of very quickly and accessible to all.
Great. How can we improve the ways in which senior public officials work with and learn from their colleagues overseas?
I think there's a lot of forums for that already. The thing is you kind of got to fly to those places, right? So, I mean, had a delegation of senior government officials go to Australia, so that's not super close. I'm coming to you next week. So I think the dialogue is there. I just think we need to have digital as sort of an agreement that it is actually one of the core things that gets discussed every time these people are together, and not on the fringe, but as like a real core item. It has to do with changing in the culture and the economies of work, changing work. It has to do with values. It has to do with economic development. Like it is core to everything. So I think the forums are there. The virtual stuff is there, but how do you make it the core or a core part of the agenda moving forward?
Right. And with apologies for the scale of the question, what are the biggest global challenges in digital services over the next few years?
The biggest what challenges? Sorry.
Biggest global challenges facing governments in this agenda around digital services?
Yeah, I think we're going to get. I think it'll be a pinch of the middle nations, and what I mean by that is the Americans have industrial might and scale with their big companies, and countries like Japan or even India have scale of humans. So if they wanted to train 3,000 data scientists a year, they could. And in fact, in many cases, that's some of their policy objectives. And so countries in the middle, the UK, Canada, we're kind of stuck in the middle between those two worlds, and it does become a conversation of values at that point, right? So what does that look like for us? Because alone we're going to go nowhere, right? So getting a group of countries together, and there's a lot of us, by the way, but we all know how working together can be complicated at times as well globally. So I think one of the challenges will be we're going to see countries get pinched in the middle, and it'll be interesting to see how we react.
Right. Finally, what's your favourite book?
The one I've read lately is a book called Legacy by James Kerr, which is about the All Blacks and sort of extrapolating their lives into management lessons. So from sort of taking it in the belly, so don't give feedback to people behind their back, give it to them sort of upfront. And that sounds super simplistic, but in big government and big corporations, that's not always obvious. To not being a jerk, clean up in the locker room no matter who you are, even if you're the world's best rugby player. Like I'm just really enjoying the read. It's a really good simple read. I'll cheat and I'll give you another one. A book that's really helped me in life is Never Eat Alone. And I forget the name of it, the author, and I apologize, he's a former Deloitte partner, but basically the value of creating human networks before you need it, right? Like everybody gets laid off and then wants a network. You should probably have had a network before you got laid off, and sort of how do you connect and weave these things alone. So I'm being told, what do I have the name of the author? Keith Ferrazzi, of course. Yes, sorry. Keith Ferrazzi, Never Eat Alone. So that was also a good one.
Great. Thank you very much indeed for that. Thank you.